In 1959, deep in the Ural Mountains of Russia, 9 experienced hikers embarked on an expedition that would end in a mystery that still haunts us today: the Dyatlov Pass incident. The group, led by Igor Dyatlov, was expected to return from their journey in early February. But when they failed to do so, search teams were sent out. What they discovered was chilling. The hiker's tent was found abandoned, torn open from the inside. The footprints leading away suggested the hikers fled in a hurry, barefoot and barely dressed in freezing temperatures. Over time, the bodies of the hikers were found scattered across the snow. Some showed signs of severe trauma: skull fractures and broken ribs, injuries akin to a car crash. Yet, no external wounds were visible, and strange levels of radiation were detected on their clothing. Speculation has run wild. Was it an avalanche? A military experiment gone wrong? Or perhaps something more sinister, like UFOs or a Yeti attack? To this day, no single explanation fits all the bizarre evidence. Despite numerous investigations, the mystery of what truly happened at Dyatlov Pass remains unsolved. And perhaps it always will.
In the depths of the Soviet wilderness lies a place shrouded in mystery and fear. The locals call it Kholat Syakhl, or Dead Mountain. Here, in February of 1959, 9 experienced hikers embarked on what should have been a routine expedition, but they never made it back. Led by Igor Dyatlov, this group of young adventurers vanished without a trace, only to be discovered weeks later in a scene that defied logic and haunted investigators for decades. Their tent was slashed open from the inside. Some fled barefoot into the freezing snow. And when their bodies were found, the injuries were unlike anything the rescuers had ever seen. What could have caused such fear and chaos? Was it an avalanche, a secret Soviet military test, or something far more terrifying, something beyond human understanding? The Dyatlov Pass incident is one of the most enduring mysteries of the 20th century, a story filled with strange clues, chilling details, and more questions than answers. Today, we delve into the depths of this unsolved case to uncover the truth behind the tragedy. But be warned, the answers may be more unsettling than the mystery itself. This is not just a story of lost lives. It's a story of a mystery that continues to baffle, frighten, and fascinate the world. Welcome to the Dyatlov Pass incident. On a cold February night in 1959, 9 experienced hikers set off into the Ural Mountains of the Soviet Union. What was supposed to be a thrilling expedition turned into a nightmarish tale of mystery, death, and unanswered questions. The chilling incident that followed would leave investigators and the world puzzled for decades. This is the story of the Dyatlov Pass incident. The group, led by Igor Dyatlov, was composed of 8 men and 2 women, all young, skilled, and eager for adventure. They were students and graduates of the Ural Polytechnic Institute, and their goal was to reach Kholat Mountain. Their journey began on January 27, 1959, as they skied through the snowy landscape. The route was classified as Category 3, the most difficult level of Soviet expeditions. But this group was confident they had done it before. Yet, this time, something went horribly wrong. On January 31st, the group reached the edge of a highland area and decided to prepare for the final ascent. They left behind some of their equipment in a storage tent to lighten their load for the journey ahead. The next day, they started trekking toward Kholat Syakhl, known in the local Mansi language as Dead Mountain. It was the last time anyone would see them alive. On February 12th, the hikers were supposed to send a telegram confirming their safe return. But days passed and no message came. Families and friends grew worried. A search party was sent out, but due to harsh weather and poor visibility, it took nearly 2 weeks before they found the first clues. On February 26th, the search team discovered the hikers' tent. It was torn open from the inside, as if the group had made a frantic escape. But why? And what could have terrified them so much that they fled without their shoes or proper clothing? The searchers followed a set of footprints leading away from the tent, down the slope, and into the forest. It was there, at the edge of the woods, that they found the bodies of two men, Yuri Doroshenko and Georgy Krivonishenko. They were barefoot, dressed only in their underwear, huddled together near the remains of a small fire. The scene was baffled. Broken branches indicated that they had climbed the tree, possibly in a desperate attempt to escape something. But what could have driven them to such madness? Over the next few days, more bodies were found, scattered across the mountain slope. But the last 4 hikers were not discovered until May, buried deep beneath the snow in a ravine. Their bodies told an even more disturbing story. The autopsy reports revealed shocking and unusual injuries. While some hikers had died of hypothermia, others had suffered severe trauma. One had a fractured skull, 2 had chest injuries so severe they were likened to a car crash. Yet there were no external wounds, no bruises, no cuts. It was as if the force had come from within, the most chilling part. One woman was missing her tongue, eyes, and parts of her lips. Some speculated animal scavenging, but others believed it was something far more sinister. Over the years, countless theories have emerged. Some believe the group was caught in an avalanche and fled in panic. But the slope wasn't steep enough for an avalanche, and there were no signs of one. Others speculate that the hikers encountered a Yeti or a local Mansi tribe, but there was no evidence of an attack. One of the most popular theories involves secret Soviet military experiments. Witnesses reported seeing strange lights in the sky around the time of the incident, possibly missile tests or even UFOs. Could the hikers have stumbled upon something they weren't meant to see? Many believe the Soviet government covered up the true cause of the incident. The initial investigation was closed quickly, with officials blaming a compelling natural force for the death's a vague and unsatisfying explanation. The case files were classified and hidden away 4 years. When the files were finally declassified in the 1990s, they raised more questions than answers. Some pages were missing, and key pieces of evidence had disappeared. In recent years, scientists have attempted to solve the mystery using new techniques, including computer simulations and forensic analysis. One recent theory suggests a rare weather phenomenon, as though a Kármán vortex street, a type of mini tornado, could have created an infrasound, causing panic and disorientation among the hikers. While intriguing, this theory still doesn't explain the brutal internal injuries or why they left the tent in such a hurry. Decades later, the Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. Was it a tragic accident, a secret military cover-up, or something beyond our understanding? The answers lie buried beneath the snow, frozen in time, just like the 9 souls who never returned. The mountain still whispers its secrets, but will we ever truly know what happened on that fateful night in 1959? What do you think happened at Dyatlov Pass? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more mysteries of the past.